As I told you one time that we are moving in different ministries in Uganda. So one thing we have to know, especially the citizens of Uganda, Uganda as a country, as per to date, has 32 cabinet ministers and 50 state ministers. So we shall be moving in some of these ministries. We enter inside them. I remember we entered inside the Ministry of Local Government, and we went deep and entered inside the Local Council 1 under the Ministry of Local Government. So today, as I told you, we are moving in different ministries. Today we are entering inside the Ministry of Labor, Gender and Social Development, or to me, that's how I call it, but it is Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development. So you are going to learn something in this ministry. It is a public ministry, that's why I have decided to go inside it. Who is the Minister of Gender, Labor and Social Development? The minister for this ministry is Honorable Betty Amongi, the wife of the UPC President Jimmy Akena, His Excellency. And who is the permanent secretary for the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development? He is called Mr. Agre David Chibenge. This was a former teacher. So what are the duties of this ministry? The ministry is responsible for protection and promotion of rights of the vulnerable populations, addressing gender inequalities, ensuring cultural growth, labor and employment, as well as community mobilization and employment. These are some brief background. So the vision of this ministry, what is the vision or the duty of this ministry? As we said, the vision of this ministry, one, we're looking at the vision, and then we shall look at the mission. The vision is better standard of living, equality and social cohesion. The mission is promotion of gender equality and social protection and transformation through communities. This ministry is responsible for the following: promotion of labor productivity and employment, seeks to provide improved environment for increasing employment and productivity for economic active labor force. To vote, the vote function provides an enabling environment for equitable access to safe, healthy and decent employment. I don't know whether we have safe, healthy and decent employment in Uganda. We shall understand when we are still inside this ministry. It complements service delivery in all sectors by ensuring that there are more employment opportunities, good working conditions, and increased productivity at all levels to ensure sustainable approach to the development process. When we enter in the factory, or when we enter in the factories, we shall know whether we have decent and good working condition for the casual laborers. It is responsible for provision of technical guidance, initiation of policy formulations, implementation, the establishment and maintenance of labor market information systems, development of labor employment and standard guidelines. It provides the enforcement and observance of labor law, including Employment Act number 6, 2006, Labor Union Act number 7, 2006, Labor Dispute Arbitration and Settlement Act number 8, 2006, Occupational Safety and Health Act number 9, 2006, and Statutory Instrument number 62 on externalization of labor, as well as the National Social Security Act 1985. So as I told you, Samuel is not a fictional but is factual. It is also responsible for settlement of workers' compensation claim for public sector, but also responsible for assessment of compensation claims for workers in the private sector. We shall come to understand all this when we are inside this ministry. It also complements and distributes at workplaces and conducts statutory inspection of workplaces to ensure that safety and health measures are put in place to protect workers from industrial accidents and occupational diseases and non-observance of working conditions. Some of our friends are victims. Some of our friends have been buried in the soil at site, in the sites. Some of our friends have been eaten by machines. So we shall know whether this ministry is really helping these people.